Izati Haiduli. I think you got her card. She is actually the event organizer for the Penang Hot Air Balloon Festival, appointed by the state government. And of course, this is organized by Penang Global Tourism, together with MPPP, cooperation by MPPP. And we Chok Yen, the General Manager for Penang Global Tourism, supported by Encik Akbar from MPPP and Ms. Lily Heng from the CM's office. So we want to thank all concerned. I think it was a successful festival, even though this is the first time organized. Of course, you can't do everything perfect, but there were no incidents. And I just wanted to also perhaps give the organizer an opportunity to explain that there was no crash landing. Claim that until the bucket overturned, we were just clearing up, so there's nothing dramatic happened. Perhaps I'll pass it to Puan Izati.
I'm Izati Haruddin, the CEO of AKA Balloon. We are also the balloon provider for the Penang Hot Air Balloon Fiesta. Now, during the event, we found the response was very overwhelming. We expected a lot of people, but we didn't expect that many people. So overall, it was a huge success. So we just wanted to familiarize everyone about ballooning and the nature of ballooning. I think Penang, so as was explained, I actually brought with me this morning Derek Hancock, one of the pilots who actually flew from Youth Park, and also Philippe Ordinat from Belgium. So both of them could just give you some technical know-how about free flying, balloon free flying, and how we operate. So everyone is aware how the balloon, when they land, when they land, it's not a crash or anything. It's just they can land, they found a good space, and they can land. So I'll pass on for Derek to tell his experience of flying in Penang.
Hot air balloon is the safest form of aviation. We don't fly in bad weather. Everything is very safe. It's not the most precise. We can't steal a balloon precisely like an airplane or helicopter, but we still can maneuver it to get to a place where we want to go to. When we land, we look for a big open area to land in. My flight, with the VSA we crashed, was just a regular landing, albeit in a maybe not so regular location. We landed at the cemetery, the racetrack cemetery, but not on any gravestones or anything. We landed on the road in the cemetery. And then once we were in the cemetery, we kept the balloon inflated, and actually back at the launch site, I have a big ground sheet. So rather than put the balloon over when we bring the balloon down, we collapse the balloon. So there was a risk of it coming over the gravestones. So I sent my crew back to get the ground sheet so we could protect the gravestones before we put the balloon down. So we just kept the balloon inflated for maybe 15 or 20 minutes after we landed. And then when the ground sheet arrived, we put that down to protect both the balloon and the headstones. So we just put it down along the road of the cemetery. Basically, it was just a regular landing. Sometimes when we're flying back home, the public perspective is different to what the real perspective is. Sometimes we fly and we come over some trees before we land. People standing on the other side of the tree sometimes think the balloon hit the tree, and then they see the flames from the burners, and they call the fire department because, a balloon has hit the tree and is on fire. But it's just a regular landing. So I think we need to just educate the public what a regular landing is in the balloon. We just need a bigger area to land, and in Penang there's not so many big places, so we had to take advantage. Especially the racetrack was told us that it was out of bounds for us to land there. I mean, the racetrack would have been the ideal place to land because it was a big open area, the race course and the golf course. But because we were told we couldn't land there, we had to look for other places. And on that day, the cemetery was a good place to land. So.
Feedback and public response to this event. in comparison to other similar events held in this region? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it was very successful. Actually, even landing in the cemetery, we probably had maybe 100 people with their motorbikes came and to see what was going on, and we got them involved in helping pack the balloon away to kind of bring them into the Balloon Festival more. During the night glow and the events at the polo fields, it was a great success. I mean, so many people come in to take pictures next to the balloon and next to the pilots. Yeah, it was great. Very well run, very well organised. I think it's a big success.
I've had so many people coming to the baskets just for the picture.
I got the press. We did check with the hospital this morning to check whether there's any complaints pertaining to the public, and received that tidak ada sebarang aduan daripada hospital, dan sampai hospital juga tidak menerima sebarang aduan dari orang ramai pertaining to program yang diaturkan. Itu saja saya nak lengkai kepada
Polis tidak ada.
pihak polis pun tidak ada apa-apa aduan yang diterima dan sebagainya lah. Cuma ini untuk makluman kepada para pemerintah.
Dan pihak kerajaan ini pun ingin ucapkan terima kasih kepada Tuan Ibu Utama Tun, the Governor of Penang, kerana sudi hadir program pertama ini, dan beliau juga amat gembira tentang program ini. Seperti yang saya sebut tadi, tak mungkin kita buat semua secara sempurna, tapi saya rasa secara keseluruhannya ia memang adalah satu kejayaan yang amat gemilang. Hanya kerana ada sokongan daripada rakyat. I think the comments I've heard from the people who contributed, as I say, you cannot be perfect 100%. There are weaknesses, and of course we would definitely regret if there's any such weaknesses, but the overall comments that we've received is that it was a resounding success. And I think Izzati has organized many such events in Malaysia, and this is one of the top ones in the balloon hot air balloons industry or history in Malaysia. So we hope that this will start a new trend for Penang, hopefully. Right? Any questions?